I created six NBA super teams: the 77 Philadelphia 76ers, right? The 1989 Chicago Bulls, 65 Los Angeles Lakers, the '01 Lakers, 2000 Raptors, '04 Timberwolves. Guys, let's look at each team. We got Irving, Pau Gasol, Elton Brand, Rajon Rondo, Ginobili. These teams are stacked. They're super teams. So we got Jordan, Carmelo, Penny Hardaway, Jermaine O'Neal, Yao Ming, a young Scottie Pippen, Moses Malone, Jerry West, Dennis Rodman, Elgin Baylor, Ray Allen. '01 Lakers got Kobe, Shaq, Dominique Wilkins, Jason Kidd, Chris Webber, and 2000 Raptors, Chamberlain, KG, Vince Carter, Baron Davis, Shawn Marion, and a young T-Mac. And the '04 Minnesota Timberwolves, Prime KG, Julius Erving, T-Mac, Chauncey Billups, and Sixers. Look at everybody. These are all the teams that we've got, and these are the rest of the teams in the NBA. I expect the super teams that I have made, one of the retro NBA teams, to come out on top. And let's take a look at our top players in the NBA in this sim. Chamberlain, Kobe, Giannis, Jokic, KG, Gilgeous-Alexander, Jordan. That's a young Jordan, by the way. That's not like that's a prime Jordan. That's a younger Jordan. Julius Erving, KG. These are guys who should be able to take over the league. And take a look, we got Kobe winning MVP, Phil Jackson and the Chicago Bulls winning Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Take a look at our playoff matchups, right? We got the Lakers, '01 Lakers versus present day Golden State. Let's take a look at that squad. Jason Kidd, Kobe, Dominique Wilkins, Chris Webber, and Shaq. The Warriors, they got Curry, obviously, Jimmy Butler, Draymond. Let's take a look at 65 Lakers versus Minnesota. Jerry West, Ray Allen, Elgin Baylor, Dennis Rodman, and Moses Malone versus, they got Julius Randle, Anthony Edwards. So we'll see what happens. '04 Minnesota, Chauncey Billups, Tracy McGrady, Julius Erving, Kevin Garnett, and Dikembe Mutombo, and Sam Cassell, who's over 90, versus OKC. That's going to be a tough matchup for them. It really is, because OKC don't play. Let's take a look out east. '89 Bulls. They got Penny Hardaway, Michael Jordan, Carmelo Anthony, Jermaine O'Neal, and Yao Ming. These are all prime versions of these guys here versus Philly. It looks like they traded Paul George for more remarketing. Hey, that's a good deal, especially how the Sixers finished. 77 Sixers. We got Rajon Rondo, Ginobili, Julius Erving, Elton Brand, and Pau Gasol versus the Indiana Pacers, who are doing very well in these playoffs. Especially against who they playing? I forget who they playing, but they're up 2-0 right now. Baron Davis, Vince Carter, Shawn Marion, KG, and Wilt Chamberlain, and a young T-Mac on the Raptors team versus Brooklyn. That should be an easy sweep right there. Now, these are our matchups. Let's take a look at the standings. '01 Lakers, 74-8, and '04 Minnesota Timberwolves, 62-20. '89 Bulls, 61 wins. '65 Lakers, 60 wins. So these teams are not playing around. 2000 Raptors, 59 wins. That's pretty good. And we see at the bottom, 77 Sixers, 58 wins. So obviously, our NBA super teams are right at the top. And we're taking a look at Game 4 in the first round. The Lakers are going to go ahead and sweep the Golden State Warriors, as we see Kobe going ahead and dwell in that victory. Then we got the 77 Sixers. They're going to go ahead and beat this Indiana Pacers team 4-1. We see Dr. J. And, hey, Philly, do your thing. And we got the Toronto Raptors going to go ahead and put the finishing touches on this Brooklyn Nets team. You see Vince Carter there with the ball, and hey, they're going to go advance. Good job, Brooklyn, but y'all didn't stand a chance. Then you got the Chicago Bulls, '89 Bulls. They're going to go ahead and put the finishing touches on present-day Philly, and they're going to go ahead and close out this series 4-1. And these are a lot of blowouts. I mean, it's the first round, and you kind of expect that. And you've got Minnesota looking to go ahead and close out this series 4-1 as well. And Minnesota, good job to that team. And here in the second round, we got, no, this is still the first round. The Lakers are trying to close out the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and do that. So take a look at everything so far, right? Chicago beats Philly in 5, and New York beats Boston in 7, and Philly beats Indiana. 77 Sixers beat Indiana in 5. Toronto beats Brooklyn in 5. We got the Lakers, '01 Lakers sweeping Golden State. Spurs beat Dallas in 6. 65 Lakers, they win in 6, and we got the '04 Timberwolves winning in 5. our new matchups. We got 0-1 Lakers versus Wemby and company, right? De'Aaron Fox as well. We got 0-4 Lakers, 0-4 Wolves versus 65 Lakers. You got the 89 Bulls versus the New York Knicks. And then we got the 2000 Raptors versus the 77 Philadelphia 76ers. Let's see who's going to come on top in these semifinals and push their ticket to the next round. And we got the Chicago Bulls looking to sweep the New York Knicks. That's the 89 Bulls. They go ahead and complete the sweep. And we got Minnesota looking to put the clamps and put an end to the 65 Lakers season. But hey, we got KG tying the game. Jerry West is looking at, Jerry West keeps the season alive for the 65 Lakers. Okay, that's some exciting stuff. But we see the 0-1 Lakers going to go ahead and blow out the San Antonio Spurs. Good job. You see prime Shaq there. And we got Minnesota looking like they're going to, go ahead and defeat the 65 Lakers. The 0-4 Minnesota team defeats the 65 Lakers. And we got the Toronto Raptors going to go ahead and close out the Philadelphia 76ers. Good job to that team, Dr. J. And that was a tough team. So we got the 0-1 Lakers beating San Antonio in 5. For 0-4 Minnesota Timberwolves winning in 6, the 89 Bulls winning in 4, and the clean sweep, and 2000 Raptors winning in 6. So new matchups: 0-1 Lakers versus the 0-4 Timberwolves. Got Jason Kidd, Kobe, Dominique Wilkins, Chris Webber, and Shaq. Let me know who is your team versus Chauncey Billups, Tracy McGrady, Julius Erving, Kevin Garnett, and Dikembe Mutombo. Let's go! Hey, they got a 90 on their bench. I mean, that team might win. And versus the 89, we got the 89 Bulls. We got Penny Hardaway, Michael Jordan, Carmelo, Jermaine O'Neal, Yao Ming, and Scottie Pippen, a young Scottie Pippen. Horace Grant. That's a very, very good team right there versus Baron Davis, Vince Carter, Shawn Marion, KG, Will Chamberlain, and a young Tracy McGrady just before he went to the Magic. And they got an 80 on their team. So let's see. We got the Chicago Bulls versus Toronto, and we got the 0-1 Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. And let's see. Lakers are going to defeat the 0-4 Timberwolves in 5. And Kobe your Western Conference Finals MVP. Looks like it is. Good job to the Lakers. And we got the Toronto Raptors looking like they're going to beat the 89 Bulls in 6 games. Congrats to them. And wow, that's pretty impressive. Here we are. We got the Lakers and against the Toronto Raptors, game 1 of the NBA Finals. And Toronto looks like they are going to go ahead and win game 1 as Kobe gives us some fancy highlights here. But yeah, Toronto's going to take game 1 in LA. We have to wonder, can Vince Carter, young T-Mac and company go ahead and beat this Laker team? You don't want to lose game 1 on your home court. Vince Carter is going to give them a 3-point lead in game 2. They're trying to go up 2-0 here in the NBA Finals. Can they do it? Lakers are down 5, 103-108. Kobe gets a tough bucket, but they only got 14 seconds to go. Vince Carter, they're going to send him to the line. He misses. They're down 4. Can they get a 3? Shaq, big fella, you're going to have to give up the ball, my guy. They swing it to Dominique Wilkins. Pump fakes, finally takes the 3, can't get it. Kevin Garnett is going to get the rebound, and the Timberwolves, the Toronto Raptors, 2000 Raptors are going to go up 2-0. And look at in game 3, it's the Lakers up by 10. So the Lakers are finally going to get a win in these NBA Finals. The home team is 0-3 so far. That's impressive. Who would have thought? Good win by the Lakers, the 0-1 Lakers, to stay in this series. In game 4, the Lakers are winning by a landslide here by 15 points or so. And it looks like they're going to tie up this series. And what is so funny, no home team has won so far in this NBA Finals as the Lakers take a 23-point win in Toronto. They tie up the series 2-2. Now it just makes me wonder, is Toronto going to go ahead and win game 5? I don't know. They could. Jason Kidd with the easy lay-in to extend this Lakers lead to 7. 34 seconds to go. Jason Kidd is a scoring machine. Nice pass. 9-point lead. And the Lakers are going to go ahead and take a 3-2 win. They're going to win that important game 5. Good stuff. They're on a 3-game winning streak. That's what's up. Can they go ahead and win this NBA championship? We're in Game 6. We're in Toronto, and Toronto is desperately trying to keep their season alive. We got Jason Kidd at the line. He extends the lead to 6. And we got Kobe at the line, extending their lead to, 7-8 now. Wow, this is impressive. And the Lakers are going to go ahead and win the championship. They pretty much swept. They lost the first 2 and won 4 straight. Congrats to the 0-1 Lakers winning the championship. Wow, over the 2000 Toronto Raptors. That was impressive. They were down 0-2. So we see the Raptors. Look at the Raptors during 2000 Raptors. They beat Brooklyn in 5. They beat the 76ers in 6, and they beat Chicago in 6. Then they went ahead and lost to the Lakers in 6. LA swept in the first round, 5 in the semis and Weston. Hey, Jason Kidd, Kobe, Dominique Wilkins, Chris Webber, and Shaq all go ahead and win a championship, and they prove they are the best of the best. Hey, that's pretty impressive. Over Baron Davis, Vince Carter, Sean Marion, Vince Carter, Will Chamberlain, and a young Tracy McGrady. Hey, I thought that team really had a shot there, to be honest with you, but congrats to the 0-1 Lakers. Wow.